Welcome to Destination Luxury. I'm here with Rosalina Lydster, jeweler to the stars. Hi, Rosalina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, David?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us from San Francisco via Skype. You have such an amazing background. You love the arts, the culinary scene, fashion, and travel. Can you tell us about your background in the jewelry industry?
Yes, I can. Actually, I'm a third generation in the jewelry business. My mom, and then my grandmother, they both jewelers. My grandmother's a diamond dealer, and my mom became a designer, and that's how I start my jewelry because of my mom and my grandmother. Um, my mom was born in Vietnam. I was born in Vietnam. And unfortunately, my grandmother passed away before I was born. But I always followed my mom around when I was a child, watching her working, designing, making, beautiful jewelry. And I just fell in love with it since I was a kid. And that's pretty much what happened back then.
Do you have any stories about growing up in the jewelry business?
The fun stories is I always enjoyed travel around the world with my mom and when she was used to go around the world and buy stones, and then she designed the jewelry around the stones. So I'm very fortunate to be able to, learn about stones and design when I was very young. I remember, going in with her in offices and sit there and look at like hundreds and hundreds of beautiful color stones, emeralds, diamond, ruby, sapphire, and it was just the most beautiful thing to me, and it is still the most beautiful thing.
Well, your pieces are so vibrant, colorful, and unique. How would you describe your style and design aesthetic?
My styles, let's see, I love very much a little bit of old and a little bit of new. So I kind of mix my style, so when you look at my jewelry, you see the modern, but you see a classic in there as well. And when I design, I think about my client, a lot about my clients, who my clients are, and I design. It's about my clients, so I design, jewelry that would fit my client's personality as well.
Speaking of personalities, how do certain stones reflect personalities?
Let's talk about the four precious gems. First, of course, you're talking about diamond. Diamond to me, it's it's one of the hardest stones, and it's kind of represent very strong personality, and it represents a woman with no fear. And then we're talking about emeralds. Emeralds, it's a very vibrant, mysterious color, and I think it represents a poet. And then, of course, we have rubies, which I think it's pretty much it's represent a mysterious woman just because of the color, the deep red, and it's just beautiful but very mysterious. And then, of course, we have sapphire, and actually, it's my favorite is the blue sapphire, and it's I think it represents women who's a very sexy, sassy, very capable, daring, and lovable at the same time. And I think in general, it's represent a woman who knows how to have fun.
So, would you say you're a sapphire?
Yes, I am. I'm describing myself.
So, that's advice to you guys. If you want to give a girl a stone that's fun and fashionable, you got to get them that sapphire.
I am telling you, that's it.
What are some current fashion trends and how does your jewelry reflect it?
Um, Current fashion trend. Right now, I believe most designer are going for like the romantic. There's a lot of lace out there. There's a lot of ruffles out there, which actually is one of my favorite. It's really pretty for the, for the spring and summer. But I don't quite follow the trend when it comes to fine jewelry because fine jewelry it's such a luxury and expensive items. You cannot, in my opinion, you cannot purchase, fine jewelry, every seasons and follow the trend. I mean, obviously there are clients that who can, but I like, pieces that like forever, pretty much for fine jewelry. So what I like to do is I don't like to follow trends for fine jewelry. I like to start trend. So I pretty much design pieces that will go with just basically everything.
Well, spoken like a true creative artist, I
Mhm.
know you have some pieces to show us. Can
Right?
you tell us about them?
Okay, so this earring, it's a shape of a leaf and it's in diamond and emeralds. And like I mentioned earlier, emeralds, it's to me, it's for a poet. This is very romantic, a leaf. It's a very, it's bold, but it's very romantic at the same time. And this is for, but again, my pieces are very bold. So it's, this is the only piece of jewelry you will need with an evening gown.
You know,
So
I
this is one of my new collection.
I love it. It is romantic, it's bold, it's whimsical. It is definitely a statement piece. It's actually the perfect piece of jewelry for a simple dress, and then you have your outfit.
Exactly. Exactly. It will be the only piece of jewelry you need. I mean, you don't need a necklace for this. If you wear this, all you need is if you're married, you wear your wedding ring, this, you know, beautiful piece of earring, and a nice watch, and that's all you need. And by the way, the you can see the brilliant of the piece, the shiny, diamond. I use top quality diamond. I use even for pave. I use VS quality diamond, and the diamond quality I use in this earring is F color. So that's why it's so brilliant.
Wow.
I choose the stone, individual every stone for all of my pieces. Okay,
Uh,
so that's one. Um, And now we're talking about a very classic piece. This is, every woman should have this piece. Can you see that?
oh wow.
This is a very classic. I love old Hollywood, and this represent old Hollywood. I can see this on Rita Hayworth or Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, can you put it in the center?
And at the same time, you can see this on Kate Blanchett,
Mm-hmm.
and you can wear this brooch like in the front, on the shoulder, and you can wear it in the, if you have a low cut dress in the back, this would look beautiful in the back. I love the back entrance, I call it. When you walk away, you still see a piece of jewelry. And this is the kind of jewelry that, to me, it's like a forever piece. You own this kind of jewelry, you can pass it down to your daughter, your granddaughter. So this is why, to me, it's not a seasonal thing. It's a forever piece. And this is pearl and diamond.
Well, it looks like it's
Very
straight out of
classic.
The Great Gatsby.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. What else? Now, I'm talking about one of my favorite pieces. This is the Bellissima.
Wow.
See this?
Wow.
So I think it'd be easier if I put it in the box. I'll show you.
How many stones are on the Bellissima?
Countless, hundreds.
Wow.
So we have, see that?
Wow. Now that is a statement piece with all the
Yes.
colors and all the sparkles. I mean, isn't that every woman's dream?
Yes, it is. And it's the one necklace that you need. That's all you need when you travel. This is the necklace that I designed for a woman who travels a lot. That's all you need to take because that necklace will go with everything. You can wear, I have clients, and by the way, this necklace is all, I would say, one of a kind because I designed this with the client, and the client can pick and choose the color stones, her favorite stones, and I will put the necklace together just for her.
How much does that necklace cost?
Okay, so this we sell these necklaces from Neiman Marcus. This particular necklace, with the way the stone set and everything, retail wise, is 265,000.
Wow, not bad.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, for a lot of look for money, and that's what my jewelry is all about. As I didn't mention that earlier, but most of my pieces, a lot of look, and for the price, people love my pricing. because of that.
Now, if you compare that to some of the other major retailers out there like Cartier and like Cartier, I mean, there's so many more stones on your necklace, and it's so much more of a statement.
And actually, this necklace, the first one that I ever made um, of the Bellissima, actually was featured in Superman Return. Was worn by Parker Posey, so it was on film as well.
You are designing some of the most amazing statement pieces, and having jewelry like this is definitely a luxury. What are some of your favorite luxury experiences that you've had in your life?
Um, that is non-jewelry.
Yeah, well, anything.
Um, oh my goodness, there's a lot, but I think I enjoy my time with my family and friends. We were on this beautiful catamaran. We've been on several different yachts, but there was one time we decided to have more fun because I like the idea of the sail versus like all motorized yacht. So we were on this one catamaran. It We got on in Cannes, and we was on the catamaran for like about a little bit more than a week, and we were sailing back and forth, on the coast of from Cannes to um, Cap d'Antibes, and then we went to Saint Tropez. We just went to different port. We had the most amazing time. And the best part about that too is we had a private chef, and every morning the chef would, ask what we want, for lunch that day or dinner if we don't go in port for dinner, and he would just take his little boat, go and you know on port, and he would find the freshest of everything, and he would make us like beautiful lunch with, I mean, from caviar till foie gras to everything. And I think you cannot get any more luxury than that, right? um and on top, it was really fun. But then, not long after that, we got another group of friends, and we decided to spend New Year in New York. So we got on a private jet from San Francisco and all the way to New York. And I remember we got on the jet around 8 a.m. Champagne start popping. So we just start, start with champagne to white wine into red wine with, cheese, but to everything. It was really fun. And by the time we got to New York, um, we were very happy people. I think we finished like probably 13 bottles of, champagne and wine, and, got picked up, by, a bunch of SUV picked us up and went change and took off again and actually, we went to Babel for dinner and had the most amazing dinner at Babel. So I think that's another, fun luxury thing that I did with friends that I really enjoy.
Well, it's all about the transition from champagne to white wine to red wine, and then you never know what happens after that, right?
Right? No, and you don't want to talk about that.
So, as a you're also involved in the philanthropy world. Can you tell us about the charities that you work with?
uh, yes, I do work with a lot of charities. It's one of the things that I believe. I believe in giving back. So I worked with charities even before start my jewelry business. But what I do, and I think it's the right thing to do, and clients really enjoy, is most of my clients that I work with, they have their own foundations, and they work with, like, they chair charities and things like that. So what I do is, like, everyone who become my clients, I usually, when they ask, I come in and I help with them. I help co-chair, and I helped put the events together. Um, and actually, I actually chair my own event about a year and a half ago in Napa Valley at the Castello di Amorosa, which is a
Mm.
beautiful castle in Napa Valley that pretty much it's they built that castle kind of after a real castle from Italy. It's gorgeous, and basically it was a black tie masquerade ball that I chair, and I would never forget that because it was a lot of work, but it was so much fun, and it feels really good afterwards because everybody came and really supported us, and we raised a lot of fun for the veterans children. It was for scholarship for children, and it was the most amazing thing.
That's great. So, how would you define luxury? What does luxury mean to you?
What does luxury mean to me? Luxury mean five things to me. Luxury means always looking fabulous. You don't walk out of the house without looking amazing. Um, Feel fabulous all the time in front of people. Um, and then, of course, you have fabulous friend around you. And this might sound funny, but I don't believe in waiting in line. So being fabulous is never to wait in line for anything. So that's one. And the last thing is I don't like wasting calories. So the last thing you need to do is to drink fabulous wine all the time. That's luxury.
I definitely agree. So, what are your plans for the future?
My plan for the future, well, one thing I can tell you right now, I will never, ever, ever retire because I love what I do too much. So I will continue doing my jewelry, continue to do my philanthropy work. Um, and to me, creating beautiful jewelry is, it's just make me smile all the time. It's just a lot of fun, and it's why you want to retire about that, about doing what you love to do. But there's one thing that I would love to do more. I'm doing a lot of that already, but I want to do more is basically traveling. I love to spend a lot more time to travel with my husband and my kids, whom I enjoy, you know, spending time with, all the time. So that's what I like to do. See the world more.
Oh, can you tell us some of your favorite celebrity stories?
Okay, what can I tell? What can I not tell? um, I work with a lot of celebrities, and I'm very blessed to be able to work with a lot of amazing people, and they are also very nice people that out there to support my work and appreciate my work. So um, it's a lot of fun. One of one of the people that I really like working with since day one is actually Paris. Paris is she's a brilliant young lady. I mean, you wouldn't know that until you work with her. And so I work with her, launch her first perfume line. She helped me promote my jewelry, and I just love how she carried herself, and I love how um, my jewelry look on her. And we have a lot of fun time. Spent a lot of time with her in Miami, and this is quite a few years ago, so don't laugh at me, but I used to be, going with her to the clubs and, you know, drink till 3, 4 in the morning, and still get up and go to work the next day. But it's a lot of fun. We spend like a lot of fun time together.
Wow.
Um, Another person that I think like I enjoy working with is actually Elton John. Elton is a huge fan of my jewelry line, and the funniest thing about that is we know each other before I did jewelry, but then when I start my jewelry line, Elton bought a lot of my jewelry. I believe is over 40 pieces of jewelry of my jewelry at Neiman Marcus, but Elton never realized that the jewelry by Rosalina is actually the Rosalina that he knew. So we kind of found, well, I knew it was him, but he found that out because when I ran into him at the after party, the Vanity Fair, the after Oscar party at, Vanity Fair party, we ran to each other, start talking, and it just came out. And then he realized that it was me, the Rosalina, that designed the jewelry by Rosalina that he became a big fan of. So I think, yeah, so I thought it was pretty funny.
Thank you so much for joining us, Rosalina. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you, David.
Everybody remember to check out jewelrybyrosalina.com and visit destinationluxury.com for the latest in luxury. Don't forget to add us on Snapchat at Destination Lux, also on Twitter and Instagram at Destination Luxury. Remember, on July 1st, we are hosting our Dinner in the Sky event, and we hope to see you all there soon. Okay.